Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran, Kirk, and Jack, the PickDawgz soccer crew once again. It's Wednesday, it's January 15th, and same as Tuesday was, fairly busy. Wednesday is equally busy with some EPL games, Bundesliga. We have Copa del Rey matchup. We have one Serie A game in that short form as well, so check it up on the PickDawgz YouTube channel, guys. Well, for our best bets, our premium picks, you can find them all up on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. You can sign up, you can get daily pass, 3-day pass, 7-day pass, or better yet, put all three of us together in that 3 for capper promotion and get all of our premium picks for the duration of your pass. Now, let's get this show on the road with the EPL matchup. Everton and Aston Villa are facing off. Jack, Aston Villa was active in the transfer window already. They signed Donny Malen from Borussia Dortmund, but Everton sacked their head coach, Sean Dyche, just before the FA Cup match, and they signed David Moyes, if I'm not mistaken, who is actually their former coach from maybe what, 5 years ago, six?
Maybe a bit longer. It's funny
A
how
bit
time
longer?
flies. Yeah, I think he was managing United like 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. Time does fly. You kind of get lost in time, I guess. Moyes, though, I mean, he's kind of a legend in Everton's stadium, to be honest, or even in the club, because he was such a good, loyal manager to them, and they got such good results under him. Consistent top half finishes. It's kind of nice to see him back. Now, is it going to be the same? It very rarely is. You think like Mourinho going back to Chelsea, he wasn't as good as the first time, and so on. So yeah, I mean, I think it gives them a boost. It definitely gives them a better chance at keeping them up than what they were playing under Sean Dyche. I'm a bit shocked by that, I've got to say, because I think Sean Dyche probably keeps them up too. But yeah, Moyes just the better manager, and he just bleeds blue. Um, so yeah, that's the main reason why I'm going Everton or draw here. I think the new manager is always good for. It doesn't matter what team's form is in. It feels like so many times when you get a new manager, especially for the lower teams, maybe not the big teams like City or Bayern or someone like that. But especially for these lower teams, definitely does give them that boost. They don't tend to lose too often under that new manager in the first few games. So yeah, Everton will draw on the double chance for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight with Everton as my full-time bet. That is, I was gonna take them on the money line, and I still might, not might, probably will. But as my free pick here, which seems a little bit safer, I'm gonna take first half the plus 119 in this one. I think it's gonna be a tight game. I think that Everton is going to be in a pretty good mood after getting David Moyes as the head coach. So we'll see how well they're going to be playing. But I think if anything's going to happen, it's going to be the second half, Kirk. And I think you are going with your favorite team here, which is a bit surprising, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm on Villa here. It just seems way too fishy this whole game. Um, I do think Villa is the better team. I was really not on Villa simply because they were being priced ridiculously against stupid teams that after they won a couple games against some teams. So I think Villa is the better team. Um, if they win this game, they're off the fraud list for a little. So let's see if they can perform here. Villa money line for me.
I wonder for how long, until the Champions League next week, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or maybe even until the EPL game this weekend. So,
Or if they
uh,
sign someone stupid in the next day.
Leicester and Crystal Palace. What do you think about this one, Kirk?
Yeah, this one had me going back and forth. I didn't really like anything. Um, I wanted Palace on the double chance before looking at the lines, but then I looked at the lines and Palace was favored at like minus 110. That's not something I'm comfortable on the road. I'm just going to go with a goal scored in both half here at minus 166. I think Leicester will probably score one. Palace maybe scores one, maybe two. Maybe Leicester scores two. So. Not a game I love, but I think this is what I have to go with, a goal scored in both halves.
I see this is a very fishy line for me on Crystal Palace. I don't think they should be minus 112 favorites on the road against Leicester City. I know that Leicester hasn't been anything good this season, but they definitely don't deserve to be this big of an underdog against Crystal Palace on the road at home. So I'm gonna go with Leicester on the money line here. It's plus 290, Jack. I don't expect necessarily a lot from them, but I think that they can win this game 1-2 nil maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But if Leicester want to win games, they've got to take shots on goal, and they are currently sitting 20th in the Premier League for shots per game. 20 games played, they've had 174 shots. So I'll give you, everyone at home, 3 seconds, or maybe pause the video if you want to do quick maths on how many shots that is per game. It's 8.7 shots per game. And a Palace defense is not going to be easy to get shots off against. This is a team who defends well, more so at home, but definitely does defend well on the road. They've only conceded 28 goals this season, which is pretty much dead middle of the league. So I'm going with the undershots for Leicester here. I'm going under 9.5 at even money. I think that's the great price. And as I said, they're averaging 8.7 a game, and now they've got a tough defense to try and get over this 9.5. So I'm taking the under.
Now, for our next game and the last game in EPL, we have Newcastle hosting Wolves. Wolves are quite heavy underdogs on the road, plus 800. They have been playing well. They are coming off of a win in the FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken, 2-1. But Newcastle is just firing at home. They're scoring so many goals and they're playing so well. Nobody can really stop them, not even the better teams that Wolverhampton is. So I'm going to keep this one simple. I'm taking Newcastle to win and over 2.5 goals at minus 122, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm on Wolves plus 1.5 here at minus 114. It's just basically two teams that can score. I think it's goal fest. Maybe it's 3-2, 4-3. Maybe we see a draw here, high scoring one. I think Wolves keep this one respectable, as they've been playing pretty decent football, soccer, cricket, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are in the world. Give me
Well,
Wolves.
not cricket.
Who knows? Maybe some tribe in India calls it cricket. I don't know. Anyways, give me Wolves plus 1.5 at minus 114.
I see, Jack, you are the polar opposite of that.
Yeah, but again, it's kind of similar to the Frankfurt game that we had today in our video yesterday when we said, make sure you wait for the lineups on this one. Wait for Marmoush to see if he's starting. Well, guess what? He starts and Frankfurt win. Kind of the same here. If Isaac starts for Newcastle, they win by 2 goals or more. It's that simple. He is playing insane right now. He's got a calf injury, I believe, so he's got a 75% chance of playing. But yeah, I'm waiting until the lineups come out on this one. Newcastle minus 1.5 at even money. I think it's a great price. I'm happy to wager it with you if you want, Kirk.
Nah.
All right then.
Speaking
Remember,
of
Jack,
Bundesliga,
it's only a free pick.
Okay.
In the
Bochum and St.
Bundesliga,
Pauli.
if we don't agree, that's a whole different story, though.
I see. So you only want me to play in your court. You don't want to come and play in my court. It's fine. I get it. It's fine.
Nah, I would have I'll wager you on I'll give you let's wager 30 on Villa. You have the double chance, and I have Villa money line.
All right. Yeah, whatever.
I'll give
That
you
works
even
for me.
odds, just like yesterday when you had minus 130 and I smoked you out of the water and almost
On the
made you
under.
shit your
On the
pants
under.
for a
Yeah,
3-3.
you nearly got that $90. Better luck next time.
That was very unfortunate. I mean, it was, and after Kiel got a red card, I thought they were really gonna come back with that late third goal. That was intense.
You know who
Um,
scored for
Bochum,
Kiel at the end to save you, Jack? Bayern youngster who was on Bayern, won the Champions League with Bayern in
Well, no,
1920.
but I have to say, Lewis Holtby was the guy who got sent off for Kiel, and he was an old Tottenham player. He's like a
I
Tottenham
know.
player many years ago. So
Yeah, he's
he also
bad.
nearly fucked me, So yeah.
Yeah, Tottenham bad, Bayern good. That's what we learned once again.
Okay, dude.
all right, Kirk, what are your thoughts about Bochum and St. Pauli?
You know, this is the game of the day. This is what everyone's going to be watching across the world. This is high class television here. And you guys are on
Prime time.
opposites. You guys are on opposite sides, and I absolutely love it. And I absolutely am here for your banter. I'm not even gonna say a pick. You guys can just hash it out.
I mean, I don't even know what's your pick, Jack.
My pick in this one is St. Pauli.
Jesus Christ.
I like the way St. Pauli have been playing recently, and look, Bochum, I don't like them. I really don't like them. One of the worst teams in the top 5 European leagues. I'm very interested to see how they do in the French league. To be honest,
They'd be top 2 with Nantes.
no, they wouldn't. But yeah,
I
St.
mean,
Pauli. I mean, their form hasn't been great recently, but again, I think this is the perfect break for them. So yeah, I think I just had to pick the lesser of two evils here, and St. Pauli's to play.
I think Bochum is the lesser of two evils for the long. How can St. Pauli be lesser of the two evils here? They
Because
lost 4 of
Bochum
their
are
last 5
super
games.
evil. Bochum are super evil.
How about
St.
how,
Pauli, I mean, go ahead, Kirk.
how about you guys make a bet with each other for once? Bochum against Pauli, draw voids everything.
I'll do whatever.
You already have a bet going on.
I don't
Oh,
care.
Goran's nervous.
I'll only do
I'll
it.
take it.
There you go.
I'll take it.
Give me the price.
Even
Max
money
30.
both.
Yeah. I'm saying max 30. How
Yeah.
much?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, 30. Then it is.
I'm
That's
fine with that. All
I'm
right, then.
actually going to watch this game now. This is
Told you.
This is how Kirk's master plan comes together. Everyone's going to watch it because everyone's now wagering against us on this video, and now 20 people are going to watch this game in America at 10:30 a.m.
If you want my two
and
cents,
go ahead.
I would, even though my free pick is Pauli to win either half at minus
You're going to say,
102. I probably would lean to Bochum on the money line just because they're at home. But Pauli have had some big games on the road this season where they beat Stuttgart 1-0. So for me, it's just pure entertainment to
it's
see
very 50-50.
Goran and Jack shit their pants in the betting because they usually like betting me and losing money. So it's pure entertainment.
How much did you lose to me in your last bet? Then again, what was it?
That was so stupid. That was so stupid.
What was it though?
It was both teams to score in like the first 2 minutes, and it happened.
That was the best bet I ever made.
I know.
And I
know.
wasn't even hoping to hit it, if I'm being honest, because it was so ridiculous.
Oh.
Well,
Anyways,
You are crazy, by the way.
let's speed this up a little bit, guys. Union Berlin and Augsburg. Kirk.
Union and under 2.5 at plus 263. Augsburg, they're terrible on the road. Union, they'll score 1, score 2, and then they'll park it. It's really all there is to this game for me. It's gonna be boring,
yeah.
but a lot of money to be made here. A lot of money to be made.
At some point, one of these two are gonna break their negative streaks that they're on, and I mean, I have to go with the home team, which is Union Berlin at this point. So I'm gonna take them on the money line. Jack.
Draw. The last, I think, 5 out of the last 7 Union home games have been draws. This team is just obsessed with them. They're like the Juventus of Bundesliga, but more shit and boring. Yeah, draw for me here. I haven't got much words to say.
By the way, Juventus did get another draw on the road to Atalanta, 1-1.
Just now as well. Yeah.
Both teams to score was free.
And first half draw was free as well.
Was it tied at half? I thought Juve scored before half. Oh, whatever.
0-0 first half. Anyways, next game. Kirk, Bayern, Hoffenheim. Go for it.
I don't know what happened in Hoffenheim in the past 6 to 8 weeks, but they literally did the biggest 360 in maybe sports history. They used to play games 5-4 to win, and now they're in 1-0 games, and it makes absolutely no sense. The only way to compete with a team like Bayern is that you have to score, and you know that you have to score. You're not going to keep a clean sheet against them, so I'm on both teams to score here at minus 122.
I mean, somehow, for some reason, Hoffenheim hasn't won a single game on the road. They have 4 draws and 3 losses, and they've conceded only 9 goals. And that's absolutely shocking to me, if I'm being honest. But then again, Bayern missed so much in their last game that I just don't see it happening twice in a row. I mean, they got lucky with that penalty kick that Harry Kane scored, but Gnabry missed, Coman missed, Sane missed a lot of chances. Olise had the chances as well. I mean, it was just so stupid that they missed so much. I just don't see it happening twice. So I'm taking over 1.5 goals in the first half at -122, Jack.
Yeah, I think the thing that concerns me the most with my pick here, I can't forget the Hoffenheim 4-2 late last season, when Bayern were 2-0 up and then ended up losing 4-2 to Hoffenheim. Okay, there was a lot of injuries in the Bayern team. Didn't have Kane, didn't have, I think, a few other forwards in that game, but the lineup was still better than Hoffenheim's. And now Bayern are at home. It's kind of like the revenge spot, which makes me a bit more hopeful here. Bayern both teams to score. Again, Bayern haven't been that great defensively this season. If we're being honest, they haven't been consistent enough. So yeah, Bayern and both teams to score is my play in this one. I won't be betting this game. Just this is the best plus money pick there is, I think.
You should bet
The
that.
last game,
It's a solid pick.
Thank you.
it is a solid pick, but then you have to ask yourself: is +137 enough for a pick of this type,
Well, if you're
where you
taking
have to
both
count on
teams
the
to
Hoffenheim
score,
to?
if you're
So
taking both teams
Hoffenheim
to
scored
score like
four
me,
goals on the road.
yeah,
Hoffenheim scored 4 goals on the road. And I know that Bayern has been far from a good defensive team. There's no doubt about it. They are just garbage on the defensive end. But still, you have to count to the team that scored only 4 times on the road to score a goal against the best team in Germany. So, I don't know. It's possible, of course, but we have to be careful, and we'll see how this one's going to go. But Werder and Heidenheim. Kirk, this one had me spinning a little bit, I have to say. Heidenheim, not a great team on the road, no doubt about it. Werder a little bit better at home than they are on the road, but still not a great team. So I decided to split it down the middle, and I'm going to take the draw at +315.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I can't believe that you agree with Jack, especially at the price you are getting it on your money line pick.
What do you mean? It's an insanely good pick. I'd take this at -700 and it'd be easy. I mean, Heidenheim,
No,
yes, one of my favorite teams in the Bundesliga, but someone like me who wins a shit ton of money doing this stuff and is getting a new contract from Pick Dawgz, almost 30 million now we've settled. You have to take the buy side of games like this. And Werder, it's as I say, there's a game every week in the Bundesliga like this. Yesterday it was Wolfsburg. They won 5-1. It's the same spot. It's Werder at home against Heidenheim was struggling like crazy. Werder money line. I don't even care that's -190. It's just too free.
yeah, Jack, you agree? I suppose.
Well, yeah, I do. But mostly because a fun stat actually from November until now, excluding Bayern, Werder Bremen are actually the best team to bet as a favorite in the Bundesliga. They've only lost 2 of the last 14 Bundesliga games as a favorite. So, yeah,
This is
they're
going to be
just.
the third one.
We'll
Mm-mm.
see. This is just a solid spot for Werder. I think at this price against the Heidenheim team on the road, absolutely. I'd love Werder here in a parlay at -300.
I like them
Oh,
straight up at -2000.
good luck then, guys. The last game of this video is in Copa del Rey in Spain. Barcelona and Betis. It's a fairly big game. That's why we have it on the list, even though it's a cup game and it's round of 16 already in Copa del Rey. Barcelona coming off of a ass whooping they gave to Real Madrid. They were absolutely stunning. I have to say, the chances they created after they conceded that first goal very early in the game. Once again, Rafinha playing really well. Lamine Yamal outstanding. Lewandowski doing what he does, and just a great win from them. This could be a bit of a letdown spot. I have to admit that they will probably do some rotations in the starting 11. I'm not sure Lamine Yamal will be starting. I know they lost Martinez because of an injury. He'll be out for like I don't know 2 months or something like that. But they did get Araujo back, which should bring some stability to that defensive line. Uh, I don't know what to think about this one, if I'm being honest. I decided to go with cards rather than sides and goals. So over 4.5 cards for me at minus 127. And I just want to note, I think these are the single leg matchups, Jack.
Yeah, there's 100% going to be. I mean, this is a guarantee that Barca rotate in this game. I'd be shocked if half of the team that played against Real Madrid play this game. Maybe even a quarter of that team even start this game. This is going to be their third of 4 games in the space of 10 days. That's a crazy amount. Plus, you got to think about the travel to where
Saudi
is it?
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia or Qatar, one of them. It's a lot going on in Barca, and I think especially now they won't have Yamal. That's a big issue. So, yeah, I'm taking the under here. I don't think Barca have been that great without their starting players this season. And it's not going to be Lewandowski scoring. So, yeah, I don't know where the goals are going to come from here. Under 3.5's the play for me.
What do you like in this one, Kirk?
Yeah, I remember this exact matchup on a nice fall day in October where Goran had Barca minus 1.5, and I said, no, 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 Goran, give me your money. And I'll gladly do that again because I'm on Betis plus 1.5 again this time. I think it's a huge letdown spot for them. Barca's not going to play their whole starting lineup. They might play more players than they do over the weekend, to be honest, simply because they're playing Getafe. And this is a little bit of a better opponent. And then if you rest them over the weekend, you have a game on Champions League on Tuesday. So I'd expect a better team to play this game. I still don't think it's enough. So Batiste plus 1.5, a plus money for me. Goran, do you want to make the bet so we all have a bet with each other?
What are you taking? Plus, no, I will not take minus 1.5.
It's minus. I'll give you even money.
No, I don't want because I think this could be a 1-0 game for either side, if I'm being honest. So I will not take minus 1.5. It's not a spot
Fair,
for me.
fair enough.
Some other time then. That's it, everyone. This was the last game of the video. Thank you for joining us here, guys. We have a few more videos up on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, and you know the drill, guys. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and stay tuned for more free picks coming up soon.